All right, now Frank, I want to move on to a subject that really a lot of us were worried about some time ago, and that's when you had a life-threatening illness. And there was a time when Drake came on Facebook and posted a picture of you in the hospital, and it had all of us sort of like, wow, is Frank gonna make it? What was that experience like?
That's it. I can't really explain it totally. It's a surreal thing today, being feeling like I feel, because a year ago, almost at this time, I was about ready to die. I contracted hepatitis C when I was younger. I told you I was a wild kid, so I did some things I won't go into, but I had it, and I was okay with it. It was okay. It wasn't affecting me, but when I started drinking a little bit too much, that's when it started affecting me, and I needed a liver transplant, and I was very sick, and you know I kept saying to myself, hey, you got to fight. I had no other choice. My sister had died 6 months before me from the same disease. She didn't get a liver transplant, so I foresaw the future in reality in front of my eyes. It was very scary for me. And the name of the fact is, I'm not married. I didn't have really a girlfriend. I had no family after my sister passed. No aunts, no uncles. Mother was the youngest of 11 kids, so there was no one around. I had Dre and my young buddies that I grew up when I was a kid, helping me out doing stuff. But God is good, and don't anybody ever forget that. That I have to remember that every day. How incredible He put these doctors in my life to get well. You
Right.
know.
Awesome. You said something to me the other night that was really powerful. You said you only think when you are faced with death, there are only two or three things that are important to you.
Yeah. You realize, and my I have this. My outlook is this: nothing really matters. It doesn't matter how great of a you were doing this, how great you're a dancer, how great of a lawyer you were, how much money you have, how much clothes you have, how many girlfriends you had, how many boyfriends you. None of that matters when it's about ready to. I was going to meet my maker. All that mattered to at that time is who you loved and who loved you. And that's it. And what you and God got to talk about right now. The rest of it doesn't mean anything. It does not mean anything. And I can say that because I was there. I was close to death. I'm not exaggerating this. I was on doctors. My doctors, if you go ask them, they'll tell you. I did 40, 50 liver transplants a year. He can't believe that I'm alive. I can't believe it. Uh, but that's all that matters is love. Real love. Unconditional love.